Good morning, everyone, on this day, the Friday, the 12th of February, 2021, which is the 1st of January, the 9th year of Chongyul Guk. So we will begin with Bao, our Kyombe. This is our first Heavenly Parent Holy Community in Oceania, Hundoke, and the first week of this 40-day condition will be with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. And so let's offer a bow to our true parents. Chariot, Kyombe, Paro. And then we'll offer one verse of our family pledge. We have it here in Korean, Romanized, and then English. We will do it in Korean. Il Chongyul Juin 우리 가정은 장사를 중시하고 온영타고 찾아 온영의 창조이사님 기산 천국과 정산 천국을
장고할 것을
Okay, I will just
Can you read the English also?
Yeah, okay, I just stopped sharing. I can go back, yes. Okay. All right, let's also read it in English. Okay. Our family, the owner of Chongyul Guk, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation by centering on true love. Thank you, everyone. I just wanted to show everyone greetings from around Oceania. Currently, we have 37 connected in, and you can see some of the people from around Australia and also around our region. So welcome, everybody. Just join me as I offer opening prayer. Dear Heavenly Parents and our true parents, we're very grateful to be able to come together on this very historic day, the first day of January in this 9th year of Chongyul Guk, as we begin the march towards successfully fulfilling the vision of our true mother for 2027, and also the milestones along the way with the unification of North and South Korea by 2022, and for the establishment, the firm establishment of Chongyul Guk in a nation by 2023, in which everyone is blessed and has adopted the heavenly constitution. So we ask that you can be here with us as we begin this Hundoke together, beginning a new tradition throughout Oceania, where we can feel truly as one family, that through the internet, really does bridge the gap between the nations and allows us to really stand together as a community. This is a great opportunity for us to show our faith, show our determination, show our commitment to you, our Heavenly Parent, and to our true parents. So we ask that you can be here with us, that you can bless everyone here with the strength and the determination to fulfill and to complete your will, and to be able to go through any barrier or any challenge that confronts us so that we can succeed. Now is the time for the firm establishment of your will. Now is the time to bring about the true kingdom that you have longed for, the true family that you have longed to embrace. Together with our true parents, this can be achieved for the first time in human history. Only through our true parents is the blessing given, in which we can truly once and for all separate from the lineage of Satan and fully be engrafted into your lineage. And we are many blessed families here, many blessed with the desire to fulfill your will. So we're great, offer you our gratitude, and we ask that your presence as we offer you this hundoke. Thank you, Father. I report this in our names, John and Shizia and Riz, a blessed central family. Arju. So I'll turn it over to Reverend Yutaka to begin the hundok. Thank you.
Can you see?
Yes, can see.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
A lot of nice.
So you can see the screen, right?
No, it's not shared.
Oh, really? Just a minute.
You did share it, and then it stopped. Yes, can see the screen now.
Can you see?
Yes, can see.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today from Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Vanuatu, Marshall Island, and also several nations from Oceania. Really, I'm happy to start this Fundocate together. Today is heavenly calendar, the 9 years of Choniguk first day. So originally, today is the Heavenly Parents' Day, but now Trimada declared the Heavenly Parents' Day will be held together with a holy wedding ceremony. So Heavenly Calendar March 16 is this year is the April 27. That's why today we don't celebrate our Heavenly Parents' Day, but in the beginning of the year, our all Oceania family members, each nations, they are gathered together to start our 40 days morning devotion. So I'm really happy to together. So as you know, there are many kind of situation is happening in each nation and also the society. In our Australia, especially in Victoria, maybe some of you already understand some Victoria bill passed about the gender matter. Maybe you know this situation already, right? So many things is happening in the society. Actually, we have many kind of activity in the past through VIP activity, VIP event, or education, or many kind of things. But it's really important to creating an environment, but in the same time, how we can share the main message which Heavenly Parents want to deliver, or our true parents want to deliver. That's why, what's the really key message of our Heavenly Parent and true parents? This is to establish, this is the proclaim our Heavenly Parent and also establish our true family. This is the core of core, to share the blessing. That's why True Mother established last year the Heavenly Parents Holy Community. And this is also the Family Federation True Family Movement. That's why we have to be aware and we have to make clear our identity. When people is seeking, where is the truth? When people want to know who have a method to establish the true family, in the person in the society, do you think they can recognize us? What do you think about Australian brothers and sisters? They want to see where is the family movement. Can they recognize us or not? Or how about in New Zealand? They really want to find where is that family value organization. Can they find us or not? We have this kind of value already, which we receive from true parents. But if we are not standing in the center of the society or center of the nation, and we are not promoting, we are not sharing this message to the world, how they can recognize us? That's why in front of heaven, in front of true parents, in front of our true mother, we have to become the absolute object partners. And we have to stand well. And in front of society, we have to stand as the absolute subject partner, absolute class. Then surely absolute object partner will appear. That's why in the Oceania level, we put as the foundation of faith, all our brothers and sisters' heart gathered together, and we will stand the center of the nation and the center of the world. That's why this Fundoke is important. Father said, this Fundoke, we have to continue not only this world. Even we go to the spiritual world, we will continue this Fundoke tradition. And also, today we are joining, but the participant is not only us. Actually, our ancestors also listening together, and our spiritual world also listening together. That's why we are also proclaim the God's message to the spiritual world. So today, of course, in each of you, you are continuously doing the Fundoke in your family, but in our Oceania level or in the national level, we will set up together. Now is the era of online. Even we are staying the different place, even we are staying the home, but we can meet together or we can gather the heart together. This is really the heaven's blessing. That's why we will do it together and gathering to Fundoke. And in the future, now we are doing the regional level, and the future, there is the national level and also church level. In the family level, we develop to invite many our tribe or many blessed families and many brothers and sisters. If our foundation become bigger and bigger, 100 people, 1,000 people, or 10,000 people, then each of us as a central figure or as a blessed central family, we will organize Fundoke with our tribe and to our relative and together with our brothers and sisters. Then our foundation, our heaven's foundation, become expand. That's why this is just starting moment. And today, how many people? Around 40 people here. But every year, every month, every year, we surely this message to deliver to the society and the nation, and really we invite our many brothers and sisters in our nation and also the region. Today, this time we choose the Fundok material as the True Mother's autobiography. So Heavenly Parents until now leading the whole providence in the history. And also True Parents and Heavenly Parents appointed True Father as the begotten Son, and also find the begotten daughter or True Mother. So True Father also leaded all providence, and now True Father inherited everything to True Mother as the center of the God's providence, and now try to conclude our heavenly providence. That's why in order to unite with our central figure, our True Mother, we will read our True Mother's autobiography. Then we can totally unite. So today is just first day. There are many kind of try and error. We try to develop our environment more, our structure more. So I hope our leaders and our blessed family, brothers and sisters, I hope your cooperation, and I welcome your opinion or suggestion, and we can develop our Fundok tradition and also our movement. So anyway, I'm really happy to start today together with you. So this is True Mother's autobiography. So have you read the Mother's autobiography, everyone? Already, do you have this book? I hope you already have a book. Okay. So if our regional headquarters side, we try to print out also. So we are now communicating with international headquarters. Still, we don't get any copy yet. But anyway, if you don't have, you can order in Amazon. So Amazon Australia is selling already the Mother's autobiography. So if you order, next day you can get. So Island Nation, anyway, please try to get also. So when we read our Mother's autobiography, Mother's autobiography is many expression or many artistic, many poetic contents. That's why when we read our Mother's autobiography of Fundok, please try to feel the mother's heart, and also please can imagine what kind of things True Mother is seeing, and through this message, what kind of feeling she had. Then we can inherit and we can connect with our True Mother's heart. That's why, of course, I'm also sharing the explanation together. But main point is, if we can share the mother's heart, then this is good. And after Fundok contents, we will have the sharing time. But through today's Fundok, please everyone check the 3 points. Through reading this Fundok, what point is the most impressed you? Through this part, what kind of things is to impress you? And second point, through this reading, dearly God, what He want to give message to you or deliver to you? And the third point is, through this Fundok, how you will start today, what you will do, some kind of action step or some kind of determination. So these 3 points, I hope you can share. Okay, then let's begin the contents. So I will read this. Sao Tome and Principe, an island nation of Africa that lies directly on the equator, is very special to God and to me. It is the first heavenly nation, a nation where Heavenly Parent prepared the president and the people to receive the holy marriage blessing, and the youth to make the pure love pledge. After conducting these events, I took a little rest on the tiny island nation of the Seychelles. The crashing waves, the refreshing breeze. I walked along the shore of an emerald green sea whose dancing waves smiled and greeted me. The white sand between my toes was soft and warm. I felt truly at peace, enveloped in a cloudless sky, touched by cool rhythmic breezes and warm sunshine. I saw the beauty God created for us in the beginning, intact and untouched. I communed with God, the one who gives this blessing. So this talking Tirumada is talking about in the San Tome Principe, in the one of the small nation in Africa. So that time the many head of states and also the people of the nation accepted Tirumada. And after that, Tirumada is walking in the seaside and to feel the sky and feel the wind and feel the waves. Can you imagine that scenery in the small nation and really island nation, the beautiful sky and the beautiful ocean and wind? After Trufada Sonfa, Trumada seriously determined that I will surely offer the 7 nations. So during that period, she faced many kind of challenging and many kind of also difficulty, almost in the life and the situation. And finally, she found the first nation as the Chanmiku. So that time, what kind of Tirumada's heart she had? So please imagine that. Okay, let's see next page. You freely gave the creation to us, your children, and you hope to dwell with us in joy and peace. You wished for nothing more than to be the heavenly parent, sharing the beauty of creation with your son and daughter. You created them to grow to maturity, marry with your blessing, and become true parents of their own children. When they fell away, you and we lost everything. So, what is this message? True heavenly parents want to become the heavenly parents of our son and daughters, his son and daughters. Just he wanted to share the love. Just he wanted to share the dream and want to share the peace. Just wanted to become the parents. But he became the parents who had sadness and also the painful heart. We commonly say that when we lose the child, we bury a piece of our heart, suddenly losing a beloved child for whom we would willingly give our own life, bring pain and anguish beyond imagination. Our God, you lost humankind, your family, as you pushed your way through history. You must have been like a traumatized parent who had lost his senses, his entire being in shambles. You were not a God of joy and glory. You were a heartsick parent filled with mourning and sorrow over your lost children. So even our society, even my child, even lost my child, then parents buried this kind of heart, whole life in parents' heart. Then how about our heavenly parents' heart? Lost the all children and all wishes. That's why our heavenly parents became the heart-sick parent, filled with mourning and sorrow over your lost children. This is really our heavenly parents' heart. Nonetheless, as Jesus said in the parable of the lost sheep, you could not abandon even the least of your children. As the God of love, you pushed forward to one day find us, embrace us into your bosom, and realize with us the world of peace that you envisioned at the beginning. So maybe you heard this parable. Do you know this parable of the lost sheep? If lost one sheep, then even just leave 99 sheep there, but owner try to find for one sheep. So this is our the heavenly parents' heart. That's why even any kind of child we are, or any kind of child you are, heavenly parents never give up in order to find the lost child, continuously to find and find and find and going into the challenging or suffering way. That's why sometimes we have many mistakes, or even our children, or there is kind of the many problem. But our heavenly parent never give up and never forget and continuously seeking me and finding me and asking me, please come back to the Heavenly Parent bosoms. And this is Heavenly Parent's heart to finding the whole history in his life. You want us to know you as our Heavenly Parent, the one who is the love of Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother. You want us to live as heavenly individuals, heavenly families, heavenly tribes, heavenly peoples, and heavenly nations in a heavenly world. The fallen world lost your ideal of men, women, oneness, and worshipped an incomplete imagine of the Heavenly Father. Rather than welcoming and attending Heavenly Parent, man took the dominant position and shaped Western civilization through the Hellenic and Hebraic traditions. Neither men nor women understood the feminine heart of Heavenly Mother and the perfect eternal love of Heavenly Parent. Lacking this existential awareness, the feminist movement that erupted in the West could not but degenerate into a one-note movement, blaming men for all problems. So in the society, there is also the feminine movement. And in the history, women was also suffered under the dominion of men. When we see the history, how we can recognize our God? Do you think our heavenly parents or our God is only a man's figure? What do you think? When we see the history, how about the people thinking about God? God, people think actually God is the male figure or not. Actually, when we think about the history in the Jewish era, the Old Testament age, in that time, God is as the Jehovah, but doesn't say father or doesn't say mother, just the owner or just the creator, or just talking about God or Jehovah. Doesn't say about Father God. But in the history, when the Jesus time, Jesus proclaimed first time, our God is as the Father. That's why from the Jesus time, the era was changed. Jesus Christ came here as the begotten Son. He was the first begotten Son. And when he came here, he testified. Actually, God is not only just creator, not just owner. God is as the Father figure. That's why Jesus proclaimed, God is our Father. But what do you think? God is only father figure or not? Because that time begotten daughter didn't appear. That's why Jesus just proclaimed God is as the Father. And from that moment for 2000 years, continuously, we are recognized God is as Father. Because no women who are victory appeared in this world. That's why the mother part of Heavenly Parent could not appear. So the mother in the history, true mother met the true father of the begotten son and true mother as the begotten daughter because of the victory as the true parents, because of the victory as the begotten daughter or as the victory of as the women, finally true mother proclaim our mother part of heavenly parent. That's why true parents, heavenly parents can appear as the heavenly parent. So this is, we can see our mother's heart through this message. So for this reason, I am investing everything to restore to you your original position as our heavenly parent. I travel to the north, south, east, and west in order to teach the truth of heaven's providence to those who have ears but have not heard, and those who have eyes but have not seen, with a desperate and urgent heart, as if searching for a needle in the midst of a sandstorm, while unable to see an inch in front of me. I proclaim the truth of heaven's providence. Like a person who is beside herself with desperation, I embrace the world again and again, loving all your children as my own. With my whole heart, I embrace even those among your children who, unaware of the truth, have misunderstood and even persecuted me. As I do, you heal the wounds that they inflict. During the last 40 days of 2019, despite challenges to my health and sometimes physical exhaustion, I continually traversed the earth. I had pledged to complete this path within my lifetime, and I did not break my promise to you. Political and religious leaders lowered their guard, responded, and embraced each other. People began referring to me as the mother of peace. So even we have an eye but cannot see, even we have an ear but cannot hear. So if we had a many concepts from the past, then even our truth is there in front of myself, but I cannot see and I cannot hear. So through proclaiming, True Mother is really visiting the whole nation and the world in 2019. And finally, we had the year 2020 Foundation Day victory. So this is really Mother's heart. So today is I share until here. So really, when we read the True Mother's autobiography, we can rethink again. Really, how was Mother's feeling? Because almost when we go this way as the providence, contextually we know our true Father well. Because first meeting of our movement or first impression in our movement is with true Father. Then how much do we understand the mother's heart and mother's investment or mother's role or mother's responsibility? There is responsibility for true father, but in the same time, there is also the role and the responsibility for true mother. That's why through reading of our true mother's autobiography, we can imagine again and we can see the different point of view. So I hope all our brothers and sisters really to open our heart to try to feel through True Mother's message and how our Heavenly Parents is looking at True Mother, how our True Father is looking at True Mother. When we understand and when we unite totally with True Mother's heart, then we can see that different world and really we can lead this providence together with our True Mother. So I hope today is the first day. So let's continue to connect with our heart to our Heavenly Parents, the True Parents and True Mother, and let's offer the great victory of the 9th year of Chanukuk. So everyone, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Reverend Yutaka. Now we have some time before we do our 7-minute unison prayer to have some reflections and comments from people. Reverend Yutaka mentioned 3 points to think about. What is touching, what was God's message, and some action step. I'll just briefly say some things that came to my mind. The thing that I found touching was, the experience on the island with her feet in the sand and the white sand and the clear sky and the beauty of creation. That feeling of immense joy, that God had in creating everything and then experiencing that joy together. So I found that very touching because being to the islands and having that sort of experience of seeing an emerald sea or a very deep blue sea, that's real feeling of joy. So that touched me of just how much God really loves us to give us such an amazing, clear and pure and pristine environment around us. And that's how we need to be, clear and pure and pristine ourselves. And so, God's message that came through that, not just the experience of his creation, but that his desperation to save us, his desperation to see true parents fully emerge, and the desperation of our true mother. And so that desperation only fuels me to think about, not just think about. I mean, the next thing was the action step, what to do. I mean, really to explain to people the truth of true parents, and not to be hesitant in any way to explain. So, those, a simple takeaway for me, to basically not to be hesitant in explaining, to anyone about true parents, and not to wait for an opportunity like, oh, they're talking and then I'll mention it now, but to be sort of the first thing out of my lips, explaining about God, explaining about our heavenly parent, that God really does want to embrace us as his children, and that only through true parents, a true father and a true mother, can we experience that. So there's some of my reflections. So I'll give an opportunity first to people to raise their hand, as to say if who are wanting to share their comment or reflection at this time. So I'm monitoring. There's 42 of us that have connected at the moment. Half of us have our cameras on, the other half don't. So you have an opportunity down the bottom here. There's a reaction thing. You can click a raise your hand, and then I can ask you to speak. If no one, then I will nominate. Mr. Arai, yes.
Good morning, everyone, and we can see it's incredible. I'd like to really thank this Fundoke meeting, because we can see it's not only Australia, New Zealand, Mr. Ito and Shell Island, it is incredible. And we truly thanks. Also, I really thanks it pick up through another book. One book, we want to read it together. That is great. So today, just at the beginning, we fell away, and we lost everything. Actually, this is at the beginning. It's God creation is incredible, but we cannot understand. But also, losing that position it cannot imagine. But also, we can't remember. Then I really realized it's a human lost everything connection. But we lost, we can't remember. But God remember all. God creation it exists, and also God restoration started from God Himself. That's why anyway, at the beginning, it's I feel really thanks to God, and also thanks to also all of Providence started, and our history, and the night time of the two parents to mother. And we are here, we together, then we feel greater. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Arai. Okay. So I will. Yep. Eve Moreau, can just unmute yourself first.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year, Chinese New Year today, the year of the ox, which is very celebrated, of course, in the whole Asia, China, South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, the Tet. So anyway, the year of the ox here. I hope it can be a great year. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there someone else that, Greg?
It's just really lovely to see everyone. I can see, I can see Vanuatu, I can see Solomon Islands, I can see New Zealand. It's amazing. It's a miracle we can all come together just the beginning of the new year. So very love and greetings to everyone. As Mother was talking about losing a child, really tears came to my eyes, because I think of Jeff and Miyuki, and I worked with them several years, and they lost their beloved first son. So I just really felt so touched. Mother also lost 4 children, but it's just an incredible, painful thing, But I think Mother really explained that so well, and so that we can connect more deeply with God's heart. So anyway, I thought it was a very beautiful reading. Thank you very much, Reverend Utaka. And I really hope we can get the message out of of the real God. I mean, what Mother is revealing now is the real God. I mean, God has been hidden. Only half of God has been revealed. And now, because of Mother's victory, we can see the beautiful, supreme Mother aspect of God, which has been in tears, at the lost children. And, what a wonderful miracle it is. We have to get that word out. We have to move the people and explain to them that God is more than just a father, more than just a judge. God is a true parent of love. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
Aye. Okay.
Okay, Santosh, you has your hand up if you're okay.
Good morning, Itaka-san. Good morning, elder leaders, brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's amazing. I came from a Hindu background. In Hinduism, there is concept of mother god already, goddess. There are a lot of god and goddess in Hindu religion. So there is a concept of goddess. Like we say Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of money. So all the god featured in Hindu religion, they have wife, So for me, from the very beginning of my life with true parents, as I came from a little bit communist background, I had a very wonderful experience when I listened to true parents. It's not only true father or true mother, it's true parents. So it was a great witnessing for my life, true parents. So, and I started comparing when true mother started talking about only begotten daughter, and then the feminine part of God. Then I started comparing. I started have a comparison reading in Hinduism, and I found it wonderful. And as Reverend Stone just shared that because of True Mother's victory and True Mother's revealed this thing in front of all the population of the world, we are very fortunate to have a very clear picture of God as our Father and as our Mother. This is my reflection. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Santosh. Okay.
Aye.
Reverend Ito, yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to see all of you. Long time, Reverend Arai, I never saw you long time. And we are senior, and also Reverend Dr. Moro. Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. I can imagine this is, True Mother's and the Reverend Yutaka's preparation and this important condition for the new year. I very appreciate. And I'm in Japan, couldn't back to Marshall Island because of COVID-19. Still, the restriction is there. And I very appreciate this True Mother's message. I can imagine, while True parents came to Marshall Island, the October 15 to 19, and the time, very serious condition True parents making, but only, come to Marshall Island for relaxing, for fishing, and take a rest like this, externally. And I saw True parents on the midst of fishing. It stopped over one island. The nation is Arno. This is a atoll. And True parents enjoy in the seashore of the coral reef. And they, put into the knee, until knee on the sea. And the True Mother is very enjoy and collecting coral stone, in the coral reef, very different shape of stone there. And she pick up this into her backpack and that moment, we felt true mothers really enjoying, and in the midst of a very serious condition, we didn't know. We just saw true parents, and we're happy only this. But later we found true parents go to the Hawaii and make special 40 days condition to educate youth and dispatch to all 10 nations for the island missionary, ocean missionary, and to send 2 good go boat to 10 nations. Then after father went to the South America, and make a true special fishing condition with the Hyojinim. And this is a very hot and very severe condition. Then true parents forgive the default of the second generation. Then father go back to Korea, and January 13, 2001, father made the coronation ceremony of God to open up Chong Il Kuk era. So really, just not come to martial art for enjoy, for relax, but very to open up Chong Il Kuk era. I really felt in the desperate through mother's condition, and the mother enjoy after Sao Tome Principe. This is the great victory, and the father this moment, a little moment to relaxing in the beautiful ocean and nature. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Ito. Actually, because of our time, we want to stay within 1 hour. I'll just take one more, and the person who's got their hand up is Arnold from Solomon Islands. So if you like to, and then we'll do our, go ahead.
First of all, I would like to thank Reverend Yutaka and all the leaders for this New Year celebration, New Year time. I think I would like to share 2 points that really impressed me. First, just being around all the leaders with our regional director, Reverend Yutaka, is already a very impressive thing. Very good condition at the beginning of this 90th of Channel Book. That's a very good start. So I'm so grateful to Reverend Yutaka and all the leaders for initiating this great condition for all of us. I think it's a revival for me also to really come together with all the elder leaders and then receive guidance. So I really feel blessed through this first day and very impressed. And the second point is just looking at the first paragraph of True Mother's autobiography, the preface. It's really impressing how True Mother addressed Sao Tome and Principe as a very special nation to God and to her. So it's really, True Mother really treasure nations that really put special condition, and not only that, but it's a nation that Mother said the Heavenly Parent prepared the people and the president and the top leaders. So it's really impressing and also like a challenge for me. So my action step is to become, to try to make not only Solomon Island, but maybe our region to be like a region that's closer to Heavenly Parent and True Parent's heart. So that's like my determination, and I want to support more True Parents' vision, and as others already mentioned, to really go out and share to people about who True Mother is. And yeah, that is, I think, the essence that I learned is not to be afraid, but to boldly mention True Parents and their plan and their goals for the unification of the world. So I think that is my determination and my goal to support our brothers and sisters in our region. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Thank you, Arnold. Others will get opportunity to give their reflections, to tomorrow and the days to come. And thank you. And I'll just share the screen so that we can do our unison prayer together. So you should be able to see the screen, and I'll just begin. So let's offer 7-minute unison prayer.
Thank you that we can come together as the Oceania region to begin this new year, Junoko 9th year, and as a way to begin and to connect to Mother's heart. Let us be brave, courageous, and faithful, believe and trust.
Ju. Thank you, everyone. And may the love of true parents be with you throughout the day. I just want to ask Reverend Yutaka if there's some closing words you'd like to offer.
So thank you very much, everyone. This is first day. Of course, we are still trying to the better way, but I hope all brothers and sisters really to put our heart, then really we should welcome True Mother also to this Oceania and each nations. So really we have to put our heart, then let's offer our heart to our Heavenly Parents, True Parents, our True Mother. So thank you for joining today.
Thank you, and have a great day, everyone. See you. Bye.
See you. Bye bye, everyone.